I can't see you, as you know, well, some of you I can see. I can't see all of you if you turn your video off. So most important to just follow your body first. Breathe. If you can't breathe easily in whatever pose I'm cueing, then ease yourself out of it, restart, find a pose or a shape that works a little bit better. We'll be focusing on the third chakra today a little bit, Manipura, and I'll get into that a little bit throughout class. But that's our power center, our self-confidence, our self-assuredness, and that control of that power. So we'll be playing around a little bit with that throughout the poses. But just find yourself in a comfortable seat to start. And begin to relax into your body, feeling it on the mat. Bring your awareness to your presence in your homemade yoga space, whatever that looks like. Just breathe in deeply, the thankfulness for giving yourself some time to practice, to breathe, to release thoughts of everything else that's going on. And I invite you to close your eyes if that feels comfortable. If not, just a soft gaze a few inches in front of your feet will be just fine. And as you inhale, lengthen from the tailbone up through the spine. Relax the shoulders down the back. And take some deep cleansing breaths. So full belly breath, filling up the diaphragm, pressing the diaphragm down. Big inhale. Open mouth exhale on the out breath. Big, slow, deep inhale. Keep sipping in a little bit more air at the top. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. Blink open the eyes. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead, sweeping, pressing the fingertips out. Bring the fingertips together. Exhale, palms down through heart center. Exhale. One more time. Inhale, sweep the arms wide, reaching up. Keep grounding the lower body down here, lengthening through the spine. Exhale, bring it down. This time we're going to inhale the palms up through heart center. Keep the left hand lifted, release the right arm down, planting the right palm next to you. Reach up with that left arm and breathe into that left side body, finding a side body stretch. Press the earth away with the right hand, lift up as you bend, keeping a little bit of space in that right side body too. So we're not dumping into the right side, lengthening both sides, breathing into the left lungs. Come back to that deep belly breath on the inhale and exhale long and slow. Inhale to reach the left arm up, bring the right width. And switch sides, exhale, lower the left hand to the mat. Inhale, reach the right arm up. Breathe into that right side body, again, keeping that space in the left side. Press the earth away with the left hand. Press the right hip down as you reach the right armpit up. Pull that right arm back a little bit, keeping the heart open. Deep breath in. Stay for the exhale. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, gently release that right hand to the mat. Inhale, sweep both arms up. And for a gentle twist, we're going to turn towards the right. Bring your left hand to your right knee. Right hand comes back behind you. You can lengthen to prop yourself up, fingertips pressing into the mat to lengthen the spine. And then exhale to take the twist a little deeper. Look over your back right shoulder. If you have any neck issues or just want to take it a little bit more gently, just look wherever feels comfortable for your neck. Straight ahead is fine. And breathe here in the twist. One more big breath in. We're exhaling through our nose now, long and slow. Inhale to release, bring the arms up with you. And exhale, gentle twist towards the left, right hand to left knee. Left hand props you up behind your spine, lengthen on the inhale. And if you're taking a little bit deeper, exhale, look over your back, left shoulder. Slow exhales through the nose. Deep belly breaths in. One more inhale, lengthen. Exhale to twist a little deeper. And inhale to release, bring the arms up with you. And then exhaling, hinging at the hips, lower the spine over the legs, release the hands to the mat. Halfway lift, tent the fingertips up, look up, relax the shoulders. And then exhale, allow the spine to curl as you melt forward into a seated forward fold. You can extend the arms out a little bit longer, release the forehead towards the mat, and just breathe here. Coming back to that breath awareness, letting your inhales draw your awareness inward, and your exhales melt everything outside of your body, outside of your mind. Just let all of that go. Try to make each exhale a little slower, a little longer than the last. And then starting at the base of the tailbone, we're going to curl our way up, inhaling, rolling the spine from the base all the way to the top, dragging the fingertips with you. Head and neck are the last to come up. Take a couple shoulder rolls. Inhaling, shoulders up towards the ears, exhaling down the back. Allow your shoulders to rest neutrally. And then switch the crossing of your legs. So if you're seated cross-legged, take whatever leg's in front and put it in the back. So the opposite leg is in front. We'll even out those hips for one more forward fold. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead. And hinging at the hips, bring your belly towards your feet. Reach, reach, reach. As you slowly lower, bring the fingertips to the mat. Inhale, halfway lift, opening the heart. Exhale, now release the spine. You can slowly allow it to curl as you fold over the legs, releasing the head towards the mat. Feel the belly press against the legs or the mat as you inhale. Let your exhale melt a little bit deeper towards the earth. Two more breaths here. Then inhale, walking the fingertips back, rolling the spine from the base all the way up towards the neck. The crown of the head comes up last. And then gently make your way to tabletop, hands and knees. Spread the fingertips wide on the mat, directly underneath your shoulders, knees under your hips. We'll take a couple cat and cow, starting with cow, dropping the belly on the inhale. Big breath in as you lift up, draw your tailbone towards the back of your head. Exhale, curl the spine, pressing the mat away with the hands, reaching the back of the heart towards the sky. This is your cat. Inhaling to cow. And let your exhale curl the spine, tuck the chin. And keep moving with your own breath rhythm here. And feel free to add any extra little organic movements that feel good to you. Maybe you just take the traditional cat and cow, maybe just breathing here in tabletop. So it's really important, especially in these online yoga classes, for you to tune in first to your body and listen to that. Couple more rounds of cat and cow. And then beginning our focus work on that third chakra, Manipura, we're going to lower onto our forearms, start building some heat. This chakra, our energy center, builds heat and brings that power. So lower onto your forearms and find forearm plank. So lengthen the knees back. And when you're ready, lift up onto your toes, finding a straight line with the upper body. Forearms flat, fingertips spread wide. You might start shaking a little bit. That's okay. That's good. Building that fire. Keep the hips low and keep the core tight. So the core is all the way from the side body, the thighs, your traditional abdominal muscles. Keep that engaged. Exhale, lower the knees, shift back to child's pose. Take a breath. Take a rest. 2 breaths here. Then slowly crawl your way back to our forearm plank, forearms out in front of us, fingertips spread wide, lift up on the tippy toes. Shoulders are right over your elbows. Draw the shoulder blades down the back, hug the core in, hug the belly button towards the spine, look straight down. Keep breathing. One more inhale. Stay to the exhale. Lower all the way to Sphinx, lowering the belly onto the mat, propping the heart up, looking straight ahead. If you feel any pinching in your low back, you can widen your feet closer to the edges of the mat. And take a few deep breaths here. Inhale, fill the belly. Exhale, long and slow out through the nose. And gently make your way back to tabletop. Hands and knees. Take one round of cat and cow, taking your time. Maybe you take an extra couple rounds if you need that. And then we're going to make our way to a modified warrior two. So left foot comes forward between the hands. And you're going to pivot your right knee so that your right foot or your right leg is parallel to the top of the mat. And then coming up. So left toes are facing the top of the mat. Right knee is facing the right side of the mat. Imagining that warrior two, but on your knee. So if you've got some knee issues or you don't have a very thick mat, taking that blanket underneath your knee will help. You can also fold the mat over, doubling that up. I have a pretty thick mat, so I'm good here, but take a second to get yourself set up. If this is too much, you can just extend the left leg long and bring the right heel in towards your right thigh and practice this seated here. So find your stance. Extend the arms long. Tuck the tailbone slightly and gaze over your front left fingertips. Inhale, spread the hands out wide like wings. Ground down with the lower body. And then reach forward over that knee. Flip the front palm, reverse your warrior. Lift the left palm up. Right hand can come to your thigh. Or maybe you want to take a little bind, bending at the elbow and wrapping that hand around your waist. Breathe here. Deep breaths in. Long, slow exhales. On an inhale, come back up to your warrior two. And then wiggle that right leg back until you can extend the left leg. We're going to take a modified triangle. So left heel is on the mat, point the toes. Reach that left hand down towards your knee, palm facing out. Reach the right arm up. Spread through the collarbones, reach up with that right hand, reach down with the left. Keep bending towards that left leg, keeping, again, that openness in the left side body. Deep breath in, maybe looking up at your fingertips for an extra little balance challenge. One more breath in. One more breath out. Exhale, coming back to that modified warrior two. Reach forward over that knee, flip the front palm, reverse warrior. And then exhale, lower the hands to either side of the foot. Come back to your tabletop. Take a cat and cow if you wish. Lower to child's pose. Forehead to mat, extend the hands long, hips relaxing over your heels. You can widen your knees if you need a little bit more space or just want a little bit different sensation. We'll be in child's pose for 2 more breaths. Then slowly lift up, then lower for a baby cobra. Legs extended long behind you, tops of the feet press into the mat. Draw the fingertips in line with the chest, elbows squeeze in. On an inhale, lift the forehead, look up. Tops of the feet press into the mat. We're just in baby cobra here, so you should be able to lift your arms or lift your hands off the mat. We're not pushing into the hands. We're using the length of our legs, tops of the feet, our core, our heart to lift us up. One more breath in. Exhale, shift up and back to child's pose. Stay here as long as you need. When you're ready, shift up to that tabletop. And take your right foot to the front now, finding our modified warrior two. And then pivot the left knee to face the left side of the mat. So your left leg will be parallel with the edges. Coming up. So right foot facing forward, left knee, left leg facing the left side of the mat. Inhale, reach the fingertips out wide like a T. Gaze over your front fingertips. Again, take your time to set up if you need, again, that extra support under the knee, or if you're taking this the other way, extending the right leg long, left foot is tucked into the thigh, and you can kind of practice this way. So once you're in your modified warrior two, again, extend the arms out, reach towards the top of the mat, flip the front palm, reverse your warrior. Left hand comes down to your thigh, reach it up, find some space in that right side body. Breathe in. Slow exhale out. Inhale back to warrior two. And then heel toe that foot out, extend the right leg long, find your triangle, right palm comes out, back of the right hand towards the knee or the shin. You can also, you might even be up here. You can hold on if you need a little extra support. Reach that left hand up, run through the collarbone. Don't forget about that breath. Press the hips forward. Reach up a little bit more. And then on your next inhale, coming back to those warrior two arms. Bend the knee, coming back to modified warrior two. Reach forward, flip your front palm, reverse your warrior. Right hand up, look up at the fingertips if you can. And then exhale, cartwheel your hands to frame the front foot. Pivot that knee, coming back to tabletop. Few rounds of cat and cow. Child's pose, shifting the hips over the heels, walking the hands out, lower the forehead to the mat, take a breath, take a rest, maybe take a sip of water. We'll be here for 2 more breaths. And then slowly curl the spine as you come back to tabletop. Tuck the toes under. We're going to make our way to downward facing dog. So tucking the toes under, press the hands into the mat. Activate the core, so wrap everything up and in, draw the belly button towards the spine, and lift the knees just a couple inches off the floor. Stay here. Let it shake, let it burn. I'm sweating too, it's all good. Exhale, lower the knees. One more time, press the hands into the mat, tuck the toes, lift the knees just a couple inches off the mat. And now we can press back like we're crouching, and then extend the legs long, finding your downward facing dog. Slight bend in the knees is okay here. You want your tailbone to be the top point of your triangle here. Fingertips spread wide, press your chest towards your thighs. One deep breath here. Exhale, let it out, open mouth. Look towards the top of your mat. Tiptoe and find forward fold. Letting the upper body hang heavy over the lower body. Again, deep bend in the knees here is good. Belly may be resting on the thighs. You want to find some space in the lower vertebrae. Let your head hang heavy. Let everything go. Big breath in. Open mouth, exhale. Slowly roll to stand. Curling the spine as you go. One vertebrae stacking on top of the other. Slow as you can, all the way up to stand. Roll the shoulders, gently lift the chin. Roll out the wrists and the ankles. Find some stillness, a sturdy stance, grounding the lower body into the mat. Inhale, draw that energy up through the body. Palms open next to you, mountain pose. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. Exhale, dive forward for forward fold. Slight bend in the knees here. All the way folding over. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Press the feet into the mat. Roll the spine up again. How slow can you go? This time, bring the arms up with you when you lift your head. Clasp the fingertips at the top. Point your fingers up. There, if you can kind of see. Reach up and exhale, bend towards the right. So feet are firm. Both feet are planted equally. It's tempting to kind of bend into that hip
to bend a little bit deeper, but try to keep both feet planted firmly. Pull that left shoulder back. Breathe, keep the heart open. On your inhale, press the feet into the mat to lift up. Exhale, release the hands, clasp them behind your low back. Inhale, draw the hands down the spine, pull the shoulders together in the back, look up. Exhale, release the hands. One more time, inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. Clasp the fingertips. This time, switch the crossing of the thumb, so it'll feel a little awkward. That's what we're going for. Inhale, reach it up. This time, exhale, bend towards the left. Both feet are firmly planted equally on the mat. Pull that right shoulder back. Allow yourself to melt towards the left side of the earth, but keep the heart open. Press the feet into the mat. Inhale, lift up. Release the hands, again, clasping the high and the low back. Inhale, draw the hands down, reach the heart up. Exhale, release. Inhale, one last time. Sweep the arms up overhead. Press the hips forward, lift the heart up, gentle little back bend. Exhale, dive forward, forward fold. Heel toe the feet about hips width distance apart. Slight bend in the knees, grab either elbow with your hands and fold over, allowing the arms to swing, ragdoll pose. See if you can find some weightlessness in the neck, the cervical spine, maybe even the low back. So spend a few breaths here, relaxed over yourself. Begin to regulate the heart rate, allowing everything to slow down. Maybe your sweat is dripping from your forehead onto your mat. Then release the hands, halfway lift, hands to shins, creating that long straight spine, pressing out through the crown of the head and the tailbone. Big breath in. Exhale, fold. Plant your hands lower to your tabletop. Shift the hips back, sitting on your heels. This is a good space for if you want to sit on a block or a pillow, whatever you have, that can be helpful if this pose is comfortable for you. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, extend the right hand down, extend the left leg long. Reach up, lifting with the hip, lifting with the left arm. Maybe the arm comes up overhead. Keep pressing that left hip up, opening that left shoulder, gaze up towards the sky. One more breath in. Exhale, gently transition out, coming back to that hero. Sitting on the hips. Deep breath in. Exhale it out. We'll take the other side. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Keep the right hand lifted, left hand plants next to you. Extend that right leg long. Lift up onto that knee, send that right hip up and open. Extending the right arm overhead. Keep the heart open by pulling that right shoulder back, gazing up at the sky. Inhale, lift the hip a little bit higher. Exhale, bring that right leg back in. Slowly lower back to your hero pose. Shift the hips towards the left and bring the left foot out in front of you. So your left leg is parallel with the mat and the right knee is bent, right heel is kind of towards your glute. Might feel a little awkward if you've never done this before. This is Lindsay's and my favorite new pose. This is deer pose. So once you're set up here, if you've got a block or a prop, you might want to bring that out in front of you. This is an alternative to our pigeon pose. So shoulders relaxed, inhale, lift the heart on your inhale. Exhale, slowly begin to walk over your hips. You might not get very far. This might be intense enough for you. You're going to feel this in your left hip. If you've got a little bit more space, you can slowly begin to walk your hands a little bit more forward. Relax through the legs, relax through the knees and the hips. And send that breath to any areas of tightness you're experiencing. Again, sharp pain is no bueno, so just gently lift yourself up if this is not working for you. Breathe in deep and slow. And instead of commanding your body into this pose or any pose, just request it, just ask it, see if it's willing to follow that today. If not, that's okay. Be gentle with it, be gentle with yourselves. Relax your jaw, relax your neck.
We'll be here for 2 more breaths. Inhale confidence and self-control. Exhale any kind of doubt about yourself. Let it all go. Press the hands into the mat or the floor. Slowly, slowly begin to lift yourself up, walking the hands back towards your legs. Sitting back up straight. And then take that right leg and cross it over your left knee. Your right foot is going to come close to your hip as you can. And then center yourself on your sitting bones so both points of the hips are strong or flat on the mat there. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Taking a twist, exhale towards the right. Left elbow hooks around that left knee. Right hand comes back behind you to prop yourself up. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, gaze over that back right shoulder. Breathe into the twist. Your inhales are lengthening through the spine. Your exhales are opening the heart closer towards the back of the room, deepening into that twist from the belly button. So don't jank yourself into the twist. Start from the core, from that solar plexus, right at the base of the sternum. Gently unwind on your inhale. Uncross the legs, bring the feet to the floor, prop yourself up with the hands in the back, and take a gentle windshield wiper with the legs left and right. Try to link it with your breath, slowing it down. And then drop your knees towards the right. Sitting up, bring that left leg next to you, and bring the right shin parallel with the top of the mat, finding deer pose for the other side. Each side of the body is going to be a little different, so this side might be a little bit more wonky than the other. This is definitely my wonky side. So just be gentle with that, be cool with it, accept it for what it is, and work with your body, not against it. So prop yourself up if you need. Otherwise, find your center. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead. And exhale, hinging at the hips, reach forward as you lower over that front leg, let the hands land. Open the heart on the inhale. And then exhale slowly. Ask your body if it would like to melt forward anymore. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. Take your time. Explore the sensations. Breathe into them. And don't let your body hold tension in other areas just to compensate for a little bit of discomfort, a little bit of stretching. So again, pain is not good. Let yourself out of it. If it's just a deep stretch, tension, send the breath to that area of tension, send a little love. That third chakra, energy center by the solar plexus, is about cultivating and mastering our power. So we need to use that for good, not for evil. First for ourselves and then others. And that's a good practice here in this pose, is learning our limits, learning our power, and using it to lengthen and relax, access those deep points of the body, parts of the body that we don't always get to. And just sending that love. Relax the head and the neck. 2 more breaths here. Relax the jaws and the shoulders. Let go of the legs. Let yourself give in to gravity. When you're ready to sit up, press the hands into the mat. Take your time, coming back through center, walking the fingertips back towards the knees. Lengthening through the spine. Left leg is going to gently lift and cross over that right leg. Keep that right leg just as it is. Left foot next to your right knee, maybe coming back towards the hip. And then lower both sitting bones on the mat, adjust as you need. When you feel grounded and stable in the lower body, inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, turn towards the left. Left hand comes back behind you. Right arm, little cactus, 90-degree angle. Hook that right elbow on that left knee. Yes, left knee. Inhale to lengthen.
Exhale to twist. Remember, twisting from the core, from that solar plexus, our center of power. Managing that power for good for our bodies, not for how it looks, not how we think it should be. Inhale, deep breath. Exhale, slow breath. Gazing over your back left shoulder to deepen the twist. And gently coming out of it through your inhale, untwisting, unwinding. Uncross the legs, bring the soles of the feet to the mat. Hands behind you, gentle windshield wipers left and right. And then we're going to lower all the way onto our backs. Keeping the knees bent, walk the feet towards your heels. And then walk the heels, heel toe the feet to the edges of the mat. Allow the knees to lower in towards each other. You might feel a deep opening in the low back. Bring the knees up, walk the feet back together. Extend the arms overhead, take a stretch. Press the feet to the mat, tuck the tailbone, reach up. Exhale, bring your hands to your side. Allow the knees to open and the soles of the feet together, come together like butterfly wings. Take a deep breath in here. Exhale, let it go. 2 more deep breaths here. Feeling the body melting onto the mat. And then inhale, bring the knees back together. Draw the knees in towards your chest and wrap your arms around your shins. Hug your knees in. Lift the forehead to meet the knees. Squeeze yourself into a little ball. Maybe take a little rocking left and right. Then relax the upper body back onto the mat. Reach between the knees. Grab your shins, your ankles, your toes, if that works for you, and find a happy baby pose. So you're drawing the knees down, lifting through the heels, lengthening through the spine. Take a gentle tuck of the chin, lengthening through the spine. You can roll here. You can extend one leg long and then the other. Whatever feels good. This is our final cued pose before Shavasana. So if there's any other final shapes, stretches, noises, things you need to do before relaxing down, feel free to take those now. Otherwise, gently lower the feet to the mat. Extend the legs long. Bring the palms up. Get comfortable, and then find a place of stillness. Take one big conscious breath. Exhale, let it go through open mouth. Then relax your belly and just let yourself breathe normally without attention or forcing the air. Relax the fingertips and the toes. Find some stillness in the legs and the arms. Noticing the points that meet the mat and the warmth that grows there. As you relax down, feel the head safe and secure on the floor, the earth underneath you. Soften through the eyes and the jaw. Allow the tongue to loosen from the roof of your mouth. And let your thoughts just float by like clouds. You allow yourself a few moments of rest and peace. This time of stillness for the body to reflect on all the work we just did. I'll let you know when it's time to reawaken.
Slowly begin to bring your awareness back to your body on the mat. Begin to roll the wrists and the ankles. Extend the arms overhead for a big stretch, pointing the toes, reaching the arms up. Exhaling, curling to one side. Slowly pressing yourself up to sit at the top of the mat. Take a breath and a rest here, closing the eyes to be grateful for your body that moves, this space to share together, even virtually. Imagine a spinning yellow circle, the solar plexus right at the base of the sternum, center of the body. Bring the hands to prayer at heart center. And take a deep breath in. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. Blink open the eyes. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you for joining me. Hopefully I'll see you next Wednesday, or maybe at some of the other classes offered. If you have any feedback, let me know.